All right, guys. So it looks like Jagmeet Singh and Justin Trudeau are back to teaming up, and it looks like they both want to take on Trump in a trade war, which, as we all know, is very bad news, as we cannot win this trade war. So let's have a look at what Jagmeet Singh has to say here, embarrassing himself even more. Trump's tariffs have Canadian workers worried about their jobs and even higher prices. We can't let them pay the price. Our plan puts workers first by fighting back with retaliatory tariffs and increasing supports to create good union jobs in Canada. All right, let's listen to this garbage and then we'll talk about it after, like usual.
How would a 25% tariff, which is what he has suggested, affect the Canadian economy? What would it mean for cross-border trade for Canadian businesses? I've seen one study, Jagmeet, that says you could lose 1 million jobs in Canada from a 25%
Oh
US.
yeah. It would be massive, massively destructive. And I want to point out, not just for Canada, but for America as well. Our economies are so interconnected. Manufacturing, for example, there are products that start in Canada, cross the border, get further refined in the US, come back to Canada, and go back to the US for final sale. So there are so many people that will be impacted. This is a divisive tactic. And we know that Trump is a bully. In this case, he's an economic bully. And bullies only understand one thing, which is force. And so what we will do is respond in kind. There's only really one source of critical minerals for the US, which is sustainable, which is viable, and that's Canada. I've said, let's turn off the tap on critical minerals. They want to threaten a tariff with us. We can go after Elon Musk directly, who's the billionaire buddy of Donald Trump, and he needs those critical minerals for his batteries. So let's
You've
go
got
after Elon
cobalt,
Musk.
lithium, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Now, does it hurt American people rather? Yeah. But it hurts us way worse because we're already hurting really bad. The average American person is 40% wealthier than the average Canadian. They don't want to take a hit, but we can't afford one. We already have 25% of Canadians eating at food banks at least once a month. And as Jagmeet Singh said, we could lose 1 million jobs. So how does starting a trade war, an unwinnable trade war with the United States, help workers? When all you have to do is say, hey, Justin Trudeau, secure the border. He should be pushing Justin Trudeau towards that. But instead, they want to go to war. Instead of stopping these tariffs, they want the tariffs. Why? Because now they can blame big bad Donald Trump for all their problems. Sorry guys, not our fault. Gotta blame Trump, blame someone else. I mean, the last time they were in Parliament, they were talking about Stephen Harper, for crying out loud, even though they've been in power for 10 years. You're going to fight back with retaliatory tariffs. Yeah, and that will destroy Canada, which is exactly what Jagmeet Singh wants. It's exactly what Justin Trudeau wants. It's exactly what Mark Carney wants. That's why they want to do this. He also says Canada's strong. Canadians are united. New Democrats will put Canadian workers first, always. Right. This is our plan to defend Canadians from Trump's trade war. I promise this is the last time you'll have to hear him speak today.
We do not want a trade war, but Donald Trump is bringing one. And I know workers are worried that you might lose your job. Families are worried that the price of food, which is already so high, is going to go up even higher.
Why is it high in the first place?
Workers should not pay the price for this trade war, and they don't have to. We can put in place financial supports that directly help those impacted. We can make sure that Canadian contracts go to Canadian workers, and we can fight back with retaliatory tariffs. And we can shut off the flow of critical minerals, hitting Elon Musk where it counts. For New Democrats, our priority is clear. We will always fight for workers. We will always fight for Canadian jobs and Canadian families. With New Democrats, it's workers first.
Workers first, workers first. So let's have a look at his little list here. So financial supports for Canadian workers. Yeah, that means some sort of universal basic income, doesn't it? Printing money that we don't have to pay people for a war that they could avoid. Donald Trump is allowed to do whatever he wants to protect his borders. And if he demands that we do the same because we share a border, or else we're going to have a big problem, then that's the case. So you say, okay, Trump, you're right. We'll work with you. We've been really really bad on this issue for the past, or the better part of the past 10 years, but we'll work with you and we'll come up with a plan and we'll work together. That would have stopped the tariffs, but they don't want to do that because they want tariffs. They want you to lose your job. That way they can print off their money, give it to you, and in that way now you have to obey everything they want. You don't feel like getting a booster shot? Well, then we'll take away your UBI. You said something online we don't like, we're going to take away your UBI. You watch, that's what they want to do. They want people without a job so that they can pay them, and now everyone's their good little slave, or else they take away your money. And you're going to see roughly 35 to 40% of Canadian voters either vote for Jagmeet Singh or Mark Carney or whoever it is in the Liberal leadership race. And it's unbelievable how many sheep there are in this country. And I predicted I didn't predict a trade war or a tariff threat by Donald Trump, but I did predict at some point they would financial support for Canadian workers. What does that mean? It means, hey guys, don't worry about it. We'll pay you. Socialism's great, isn't it? Until you run out of other people's money. Or until you print so much money off the dollar becomes worthless. It's absolutely insane how they don't get it through their thick skulls. Secure the border. You have to work with Donald Trump on this, because guess what? America is much more powerful than we are in every way. This guy's talking about, oh, you want prices to go down, or why are prices so high on food? Yeah, explain that to me again, Mr. Carbon Tax. How many times did he vote to support the carbon tax, which absolutely hurt? Are there companies price gouging? Absolutely. And yeah, there needs to be a plan to do that. But the Liberals and NDP won't stop them from doing it either. They don't want to protect anyone. They want people to be hurting. Why? Then they can come in and say, oh, I'll protect you from the big bad orange man. That's the narrative they're playing here. And for some people, it's going to work, and it's really sad. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Jagmeet Singh makes any sense here? Do you think that he has any care or empathy for Canadian people at all? I have a feeling I know the answer, but I want to hear from you guys. And always, as always, feel free to roast this guy in the comment section too, because it always makes me laugh, always puts a smile on my face, brightens up my day. I really appreciate it. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow the channel. Thanks much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.